But the table's fun. It's just, what is with all the stars? Like, why is there space? It just doesn't make any sense. But what's cool is, and I've never done it before, you have to defeat each opponent. So it'll light up.
Yeah, you got to defeat each opponent. What's really cool is the underneath the board itself, and this is a real table too, guys. So underneath the table, you have the car, and you can bash that car just as if you would in a buzz.
Like E-Honda. I just took out E-Honda, that guy.
Yeah.
So here's a question: do you think that their E-Honda's they're gonna bring him back and in there?
Oh, I think so for sure. I think he may be a DLC character later down the line, but I think that Street Fighter V had such a good reception of having E-Honda back in the game. I think we see him again. But it's not guaranteed. I don't know. This is all purely speculation. He's not included in the 16 characters in the roster.
And he's not included in the first year of DLC. I'm surprised that they have Akuma at the end of the first year. That seems really late for Akuma.
But we're already seeing like the way Shotos are playing with Ryu and with Ken. Wildly different. I mean, wildly different. We're seeing Ryu actually being...
Oh, wow. What a drain.
Pretty decent. That's not something we saw in 5. And the fact that Ryu is actually good on launch, he's got combos, his donkey kick actually, matters. Of like, it's not terribly hard to set up. It's going to be fantastic.
I'm turning up the volume on this one just because I forgot that I can do that. Sagat! I love Sagat, but you're defeated. Got 10 more opponents. So I've almost actually defeated everybody on here, and that is a personal thing. I would do a whole stream of us just sitting here trying to get to the Grandmaster. That's what it is. It's Grandmaster mode if you defeat everybody. Zangief, your guy, done.
Yeah, we got to get some drain emotes, for sure, for sure. We're going to do a lot more pinball.
Bison, done. Look at it. I'm just going crazy on my last ball here.
Oh, yeah.
I'm taking the money. I mean, it's not money. So Guile is a little bit harder to get because you have to spell out his name to defeat him. I got a ball save. The ball save on here is very forgiving.
Oh, Umbri, actually, I personally haven't seen the Magic X Street Fighter crossover.
Oh my god, I want that so bad. Like, I want us to, because we could do that as a stream. Like, set up the cameras and just get the packs for the Street Fighter crossover and play it. That would be fun.
Yeah. Wait, are you meaning Magic the Gathering?
Yeah, I mean, I know that's what it is because that's what the crossover is.
Oh yeah, I was pretty hyped about that. I'm a Commander player mostly, so I really enjoy Commander, and it looked like those cards would be super fun to build decks around, for sure.
So I'm a really old school Magic player where I've never even played Commander. I think Planeswalkers is as far as I ever got.
Yeah.
I always tell Dad, like, I have like all these decks. We could just sit here and play random decks. Yeah, it's not Commander, but still, we're playing Magic.
Yeah. I mean,
we're going to do it.
There's plenty of different formats.
But it is fun also just to break it down and be like, all right, you got a white deck, I got a black deck. There's no fancy Planeswalkers or any other things. It's just straight Magic the Gathering.
Hey, what's up? It's Ash. Thank you for joining our chat.
It's your turn.
Okay. Let's keep talking. Let's keep that chat going. I really appreciate you guys for coming out and watching us. We want to make it fun for all of you guys, and you guys being your participation is a lot of fun.
Is it? I just haven't played it. It was kind of, I fell off of Magic for a while. I got into it a lot. Oh, I forgot. I gotta say this before I finish that thought. we are doing a giveaway. 2 months subscription to your channel from us. All you need to do is be a follower and a content creator, and you need to send us this phrase in a whisper. I'd buy that for $1. That is the phrase. So I'd buy that for $1. So go ahead and send us that, and at the end of our stream, we will choose the winner. No, I'm interested in playing Commander. I feel like we should do a Magic night where we play some old school games, you know, with some of the older decks that I have, and then we play some Commander, and you can kind of teach me how that goes.
Well, we have to build decks specifically for Commander.
Well, I mean, don't you have Commander decks?
I've got them buried somewhere, but I'll build a new deck for the stream. Yeah,
you can build the. I mean, I was watching somebody the other day build out some Pokemon decks, and that was just their stream was building it out. You know, so
building is a part of the fun. Like building decks in Magic is.
I built some really cool decks. I got a really fun squirrel deck that just is monster. Well, awesome. Well, maybe if you're back in Denver sometime, Umbry, we can get together and play some Magic. I would love to do that. We used to have another friend. Unfortunately, we haven't seen him for quite a while. He was the only other person that was really into Magic. The rest of the people that we're friends with, they're just not. They're nerds, but there's like a line.
Right.
You know, I don't know. Well, what does Music play? What's the one? Digimon or something like that? I think he plays a card one.
Yeah, it's Digimon, I think it is.
So I was watching a really cool video. So, you know, I'm older. I'm not going to say how old, but I'm old. I was like a teenager when Pokemon first came out.
I lost
my friend's little brother collected them, but so it was just a little bit too late for me. But I do know how the actual card game works. I would give it I'd give it a try. I'd play some Pokemon.
Pokemon's actually a lot of fun. It's all right, so Mr. Brightside's going to get in here.
All right, Ash K, what card game? Because you said you don't want to commit to that. What card game did get you involved, where you feel like you don't want to get involved in Pokemon?
Prepare for the ultimate challenge. Late. Use the flipper.
Yeah, Jace. Yeah, Jace. We've definitely grinded some tournaments, and we definitely saw the ass crack. And I don't know. Yeah, you're right about that. It's not even attractive men. I saw guys with fingernails longer and dirtier than what you probably should. And when you're playing that close. Oh no, if there was more gay men involved with Magic the Gathering, for sure it would be different. For sure it would be different. I think it would be, not to stereotype here, but...
Sagat done.
It'd be a little bit cleaner, it would be a little bit more fashionable. So I do apologize if that's a little of a hot take, but I don't know. I've seen greasy dudes with, with some dirty, long fingernails that are not well kept.
So I can't remember. This is years ago, but there's like a game. It's not Warhammer. I definitely know it's not that. But there's a game that it does use miniatures, and I can't remember what it is. It was super popular. I think more in the 90s, or maybe that's when it came out. But I wanted to get into it, but it was just like the type of people were very much gatekeepers of it, so they weren't very friendly to newcomers, because by our high school, they actually had a place where you could play like Magic the Gathering, Pokemon, whatever, and then
sure.
you You could play Warhammer. You could play whatever type of games. You just rent out like a little space. And I was really interested, but they were just like, oh, you've never played it? Well, we don't feel comfortable teaching you. And I'm like, well, do you want more people to be involved in this community? Because that just seems like a little weird to like completely write somebody off just because I've never played it before, you know? But they were the same type of people that you just described, too.
Yeah. So, if that's something you guys are interested in, we can definitely play some Magic the Gathering on stream. Maybe a little bit, so that way we can figure out, the way we're going to set up the stream, so that way it's, actually approachable for the viewers, like you guys. But we'll be more than happy to do that if that's something you guys are really interested in seeing. But we're gonna down the line because it doesn't seem like Mr. Brightside has any commander decks set up.
Yeah, but I have like 20.
Yeah, but
decks.
Commander's like a particular format.
No, I understand that, but there's nothing stopping us from playing Magic the Gathering. Yes, we can't necessarily play Commander without that, but we should. It's almost like, well, I don't want to play all of these arcade games because it doesn't have that one game that I want to play. Like, that's just, there's no reason for us not to just play Magic the Gathering as we get to the Commander section, is what I'm saying. Because, like, I have a lot of crazy, dude, I got all kinds of sliver decks. Dude, I got all kinds of weird, crazy decks that I've created over the years that are just fun to play.
Well, I bet... With my Commander experience, kill him. Burn him.
I think I just got 2 extra balls. I didn't even know that was possible.
Yeah.
And Vega.
Yeah, Umbri. Yeah, I imagine so. Of like... Sliver decks can be quite expensive and powerful at that.
So, yeah, well, the worst thing... that I've ever it wasn't worse, it was just ridiculous. So me and 0071 were playing when we used to play all the time, and we both were playing sliver decks. So every time you laid a card and all slivers get, that meant that everybody got it that was playing.
Slivers,
and it was just like, we were so extra careful about every card, because you're like, oh, this benefits me, but it also benefits you. So you really had to take an extra take. Does it benefit me more? So it was actually a weird experience. But I don't like playing against 0071 because he has a bunch of really cheap decks. Like decks that are just made to destroy, which is fine if you're trying to get in a tournament or something. But when you're just hanging out with friends, like, I just want to play some Magic, guy. I don't want to like lose in like 5 turns just because you built this specific deck.
You're gonna hate me. You're gonna hate me because I play red decks and red land destruction specifically.
Well, but what I'm saying is that his decks doesn't matter what colors you choose. Because, like, if you're playing against a sliver deck or an artifact deck, like, you have to have a very specific deck to counter that.
Sure.
It's not the same thing as a color. Like, oh, okay, you're playing a white deck. Like, you can do really good with a black or blue deck, right? I mean, just saying, like, there's certain things. Like, with red, you can challenge red with a green or something. I'm saying those are common things to have something to go against. But not everybody has a deck ready to go against an artifact deck. So, like, why not at least let me know that's what you're going to do beforehand so I can just be prepared? But that's not, you know this about 0071. You should not be surprised that's how he plays Magic.
I'm not surprised at all. Oh, J-Sven just wants to play mono blue, but you know me, J-Sven, you know me. I've played a lot of mono red decks. I played Perforos. I've played, I can't think of his name right now. Goblin Dude.
Goblin Dude. Hey guys, that's going to be our next phrase for our next giveaway. Goblin Dude.
First time chat, green greens. Yeah. Thanks.
Welcome.
For we've got the VCAP going for you guys.
Yeah, and don't forget, we have a giveaway going on.
If you are a content creator
and a follower,
just whisper us.
Oh my God, I'm about to enter Champion Challenge by not paying attention.
All right, there you go.
All right. Well, go ahead. Sorry. It's just that is a big deal in my
So
life.
you got to be a follower. You got to be a content creator. And we're giving away 2 months of subscription
To your channel.
to once we give you the phrase, you got to whisper us that phrase, and that'll enter you into the random drawing of who's going to get the subscription.
And we're gonna do. We just did the phrase not that long ago, so probably another 20 minutes or so before
Sure.
we drop that phrase again. But if you've not, drop us that follow.
So that way you're actually
let us know.
eligible
Say
to,
hi in chat. You don't have to just lurk. You don't. You could just say hi and then never say anything again. There's nothing wrong with just lurking. Oh wow! All right, what's my score on this? Before I enter my name.
Hey, Green Greens, you don't have to be an affiliate on chat. You just have to make some kind of content.
No, if anything, you can still win
Yeah.
a subscription to your. Or, I mean, we'll subscribe if you're not an affiliate yet. We will subscribe to your channel and we'll help you get to affiliate. Like we'll drop some follows to you. We'll help. We all believe in helping the community. So that still we want you to still participate in our giveaway. We appreciate that. I appreciate my score. It's your turn.
Yeah, it's my turn. I'm coming up. It's about making a bigger pie. Exactly, Jay Sven. Exactly. Of like, we're trying to make. There's enough pie to go around. There's no reason for anyone to just try to make the profit off of the smaller slices. We're trying to build and grow, and once you win the subscription, we're also going to follow your channel. We're also going to be showing up to your channel as well. We're going to do our best, for everyone that is content creators to show up with your guys' stream and whatnot. We'll watch it. We'll do the best we can to be engaged and chat, as long as if it's not the same times as we're streaming as well.
A little side note right here. So music has the highest score on this. You had it forever, then I beat it, and I think I messaged you to let you know that because that's what friends do. And but music has the highest score at 128 million. I just got 116, so I'm creeping closer.
Select your victory award.
Car Crunch. I won.
Ready, set.
Not doing good. I'm not doing good, guys. I'm not doing good on this table. I was doing a lot better earlier tonight with some of these tables, but oh, nope, I should have nudged. But I gotta shoot again.
Oh no! Green Greens, we appreciate, like, we're not stuck on talking about Magic. We just ebb and flow with the conversation.
Yeah.
This is something that I really appreciate about having Dead here and not just having one stream, because sometimes I'll stream by myself if he's busy or out of town or something like that, and I feel like, I feel overwhelmed because we started with two of us. You know, it's a lot. So like, no, we're ready to talk about whatever. Magic the Gathering ain't going nowhere. We can always loop back around, So Green, why don't you tell us a little bit about you? What games do you stream, or do you watch more? What are some of your favorite games?
Defeated Cigar.
Exactly, Umbry. I love just meeting new people and, learning about, like, oh man, somebody likes this too. Because I'm always surprised because, you have your little group of people, and that's kind of sometimes how the only thing that you know. Did you beat anything? What happened?
I got multi-ball.
You have to launch the multi-ball yourself, though. This one doesn't do it on its own. Wow, there we go. Oh, awesome. Well, our VCAB that you're watching right now is a wide body full size. It actually has the Bride of Pinball 2.0 just because it's awesome. It fits our barcade on the side decals. But it's got full support, all the toys. It's got fans. It's got beacons. It's got 10 solenoids that fire. It's got a shaker motor. It's got a fan. It's got the lights on the side and the back. It took a long time to build. It actually has undercab lighting, which you guys can't see. All the lights, the flippers actually light up to match what the flipper color is of the real pinball table.
Oh, I didn't record my...
Yeah, you got to put that score in there. It took a long time to build, and then the software is really hard, too. Yeah, no, it's prefab. So I can't remember. I'll have to look it up exactly where I got it. It was just the wood, though. So I had to put together everything, but it was pre-cut. All the holes, everything were pre-cut. And I don't know, it costed, I think if you buy one like fully, maxed out. If you buy one fully maxed out I've seen online, they're like 10 grand. I mean, they're super expensive. I think I did this about under 5,000. It was super expensive, but I did it over time. We actually had a much smaller VCAB that had a lot of the toys and all the software was done, and I just kind of upgraded that over time. I like to build a lot of stuff. I got the racing cab there. We got a full-size arcade, which is usually what we stream from. And I got a bar that you guys can't see as well. And all this, I get this whole thing I'm pointing at is just games. So, yeah, if you have any questions or you want some links, just let me know. I can show you some really cool links, software or hardware-wise, that can really help you, because it was a pain sometimes to find answers or to find the right parts. Cleveland, I think it's like Cleveland Industries. I'll have to look it up. They sell really great cabinet parts. So they have like an all-in-one, which is pretty expensive, but it's pre-wired. So you don't have to worry about the wiring. And it's for all the toys. It comes with solenoids. It comes with a shaker. It comes with all the flipper buttons and start, all that stuff. Coin buttons. But it's pretty pricey. They do have smaller ones that are just for buttons and for like 12 outputs, so you could have maybe just like flipper solenoids, maybe mid solenoids, and a couple other toys. Sagat, done.
Select your victory award.
I'm having my picture taken, so I'm not able to see your guys' chat, Green, but I'll be back there as soon as I lose, or Dad will let me know what you say. So I can reply to you. Whoa.
We're constantly creating content, guys, so we're...
Late.
But the guy, Phil, who runs that Cleveland Industries or whatever, is very... I mean, I've been buying stuff from him for years. He is a really nice guy. He builds all the stuff himself. And it really does take out some of the wiring, which is the hardest part, actually. Unless you already know that, then if you do, you're way ahead of me. I showed a picture to Dead of what this looks like, all of the wiring, and he was like, yeah, I don't know what... I was like, I don't even know what this is.
Yeah, and I made a recommendation of like maybe flagging things, and you're like, you already did that, and I was like, oh no.
There's just so much in there. That's the problem. It's just there's just so many wires under here. We had the problem with setting up the stream because our USBs are like capped on power, so I couldn't put my stream deck in here. It just would shut off the second webcam, and that top webcam's cool because you guys can actually see the toys, because you can't see that going off on the screen. I don't know what count up is, but I do want it. Next up, after you take this next turn, we got Umbry. She wanted Lord of the Rings, so we'll be playing that table next. Green, if there's a particular pinball table that you would like for us to play, throw it on there. We'll definitely put it on right after Umbry's.
Yeah. If you guys are enjoying the pinball, just let us know, maybe what table you'd like to see.
Oh, we just got...
Greens, thank you so much for the follow. We appreciate it, man.
The alert worked. Did you see it on screen, too?
Yeah.
Perfect. Yay. Sorry, I didn't have alerts set up for this. It took me 13 hours to set this thing up yesterday. E Honda, I don't like E Honda as a person. Not even just him. Like, I'm fine as him as a Street Fighter character, but personally, me and E Honda have beef. That's a good thing to... Is there any video game character that is just grating to you that you're like, oh, God, I just hate this person?
One of those characters that, if like, no matter what, it could be any game, but just one of those characters that gets underneath your skin that you're just like, ugh, ugh.
It doesn't matter if it's a hot take. That's fine. I mean, we're open here. Oh.
Pikachu. Pikachu.
I could see how that could be annoying. I mean, I could see that. Pikachu doesn't annoy me, but I do see how it could be annoying.
Sure. Hey, Jason, were you in playing? Oh, also Charizard. That's a hot take. Stupid fire lizard.
What if somebody said Ash? Isn't that like the main character? See, I don't know enough about Pokemon, so I shouldn't even be speaking about Pokemon. All right, Dead, you are up. This is your final time to beat Music's score. Send a video of it, shove it in his face.
Shove it in his face. All right, guys, I'm getting in here. We're going to play the Street Fighter 2 table.
Prepare for the ultimate challenge.
Let's see if I can beat my previous score. I've got to do better. Come on. I've already made some of the high scores on some of the other tables. Nope, it ain't gonna work.
Well,
like
thank
that.
you, Green. It's really nice because there's two of us, so we appreciate that. Oh, awesome! Sorry, now I get to see your stuff. Okay, so you know what? There's actually something better to use than an encoder. I use encoders. Oh, go right ahead. I don't have any chat thing or blocks on using links, so yes, please go ahead, share the link. Oh, Corn Hub, I love corn. Corn turns me on. But yeah, Green, I actually use the KL76. I can't remember exactly that board. It's just much better than an encoder. It's designed, I mean, it's not designed, but you can get it from, I'm going to look it up right now, actually. Check out this site. Cleveland Software Design. Yes, that's the board you want. Well, I appreciate it, Umbry.
Scott
All right.
defeated.
So you guys, I don't know if you guys can see this. I don't know if there's a way to open up a picture in chat. Is this your collection, Umbry? That is awesome. That is really cool. When I said I had a lot of Magic cards, like it's just like in a small little, what like people in the 1940s would take with them on like lunch. Like, I'm going to build a skyscraper. And then they had that little lunch box that opened the top. I have that full of different decks. And I thought that was a lot. Yeah, but Green, check out Cleveland Software Design. His name is Phil. Just contact him. Let him know. You have to actually just say Fourth Kind Entertainment because that's my business name. But if you just drop him in there, he'll help you out. He'll kind of point you in what you, if whatever you're going for, you just tell him, hey, this is what I'm trying to do. He'll tell you what the best thing to buy is. And then that way you don't have to combine a bunch of different things together to get where you want. You might just be able to get one thing and all the wires go into that. So, Umbry, what other major games do you have? I mean, we talked about Magic, obviously Pokemon. Is there more in there? In the picture? Alright. Wasn't there like a Star Wars one? I really wanted to get into it, and I think they're doing another one. Well, thank you, Green. Yeah, I appreciate that. This was all built by hand. I had some help early on, But yeah, this was kind of my idea and my plan, in my pocketbook for sure. But I was. Is it? Because aren't they launching a new one? I just read something that it's coming up soon that they're launching a new one. I just love Star Wars so much that I feel like I would, even if the card game it was subpar, I would still play it because it was Star Wars.
Right.
You know, do you feel like there's probably some sort of like, fandom or something that you would be like, oh, if they made it, if there's an Evil Dead one, would you play it?
Dune. I think Dune would be an interesting RPG.
Oh, they're all fan made, so it's not the one hasn't launched yet. Because I read that's like an official one. So you're talking about something hasn't been released? Oh, I definitely say Dune, yeah, because Dune is strategy. Even Dune video game or board game is like a hardcore strategy game. So I feel like you're right, Green. That would be a perfect card game. Do you want to jump in on one?
All right, I think I beat my my high score on this. So, Granny Goodness, do you want to get on this?
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, do you think it's worth to get it in now, or should I wait for the new one? I guess the new one could suck. We got Granny Goodness. She is back, guys. She will be playing a round of Street Fighter 2.
Talk to me.
Oh, I have a good friend that plays Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Is actually very on the base level, and Umbri, I'm sorry if I'm wrong, please correct me. But there is a lot of similarities between Yu-Gi-Oh! And Magic. Because when he was explaining the rules, I played a couple games, this is years ago, mind you, so it's not fresh in my memory. But I was like, oh, there's a lot of foundational things that were similar.
I guess as card games go,
Whoa.
I'll concede to it, but
Okay, you can't agree, yeah. All right. Well, I mean, that's how I felt like it was, but maybe it wasn't.
Well, there's some noticeable differences. It's kind of like saying that Pokemon is similar to, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is so fast. That's for sure.
Oh, that's true.
All right.
Magic can go on for quite a while. You hear about decks that go turn 0 or turn 1 and win for sure, and especially in modern.
There we go.
Other
stuff
formats,
there.
but usually if you're playing draft, if you're playing standard, if you're playing other formats.
Let's do that one.
But isn't Digimon like that too, Umbri? Because I have a friend who plays that, and that's what he said. He's like, it's just really, it's fast.
Yeah.
I like the Shadowverse game. I have that on Switch. I actually really liked it a lot. I like card games. If they make a card game on Steam or something like that, I'll play it. I'll check it out. I like Shadowverse a lot. It just got the end game got real hard, and it was just
try it again.
Hard for the sake. I mean, beating because you want to get all the cards, you have to go through the campaign, and it was cheap hard.
Yeah,
you guys
cheap
are busy
hard.
talking and not paying attention.
Marvel Snap is actually a solid game.
Yeah, I like Snap. It's easy to understand, but deep.
It's deep. It reminds me a lot, Jace Van. It reminds me a lot of an actual card game called Smash Up. If you guys like playing board games and whatnot, it's something that you can go out and have some friends, and it's pretty easy to explain the rules, so everyone's on board and you get into the action pretty quickly. Smash Up is a fun game. If you guys haven't checked it out, I highly recommend going to your local game store and seeing if they have it. Always support your local game store if you can. I mean, most game stores, they don't make a whole lot. Yeah, actually, it's a great drinking game. It's a good smoking game if you're into that, and it's just all around just a good, fun game to get everyone engaged with. Because I've played it with people that didn't even game at all, and I was able to easily explain it and give them the understanding, and they had fun.
Well, what's interesting is I haven't played in a while, but you can do a lot in Marvel Snap for free. I unlocked a lot of stuff.
Oh. Aw.
Thank you, Green, for stopping by. We
50?
appreciate it. Like I said, if you have any other
Man,
questions
that's a
about
lousy
VPN,
score.
let us know. And hey, you're more than
Maybe I can
welcome to
sneak
come
in
back.
another one.
We appreciated talking with you. Have a good night.
Yeah, cheers, man. Thanks
Can I
for
sneak in another
coming
one?
up.
I can do it.
Granny's double dipping. That's fine.
My score was so lousy. You guys get to watch me be lousy again. This will be fun. Yay. Think of
All
it
right,
this way.
now we're gonna start a heist. So remember, it's exclamation point heist
No.
and then a number. Do not put 1,000 because nobody, not even us or even Streamlabs, the cloud bot, has 1,000 points. Do 10 or more.
Here we go.
15, 20, you probably could do. I'll
Yeah.
start it.
Man. Might do worse this time. Let's see.
Granny, goodness, you got this. You got
Ah. Okay, I've gotten
do
2
yours,
gutter
Granny?
balls in a row.
Yeah.
Shoot again. Come on.
And here's the thing, make sure and go over to our loyalty page where you can spend those points that you've earned or gambled.
This is absolutely atrocious.
Umbry Rose, you do have, are you serious? Do you have 1,000 points? I'm going to check on this. Oh my, how did you, because she subscribed and followed and rated, so you
Oh,
get
yeah.
tons of points for that. Oh, okay, that
This one I'm gonna
totally
get.
makes sense. This is a big gamble.
It's a big gamble. Big gamble.
You know,
But yeah, you
This
can
was
go
like,
over to our loyalty
bowling or
page
something?
and it'll
Or something where
actually
you
tell
hit right
you
down the middle?
if you click on them, you can
I keep
redeem
winning all the time.
from there.
Do I have 0 points? I have 0 points.
You're playing more than one person again. You can redeem from there, but you can also use the chat. I redeem, or I. Why do I always say I? Exclamation point. It is an I upside down. That's
I
why.
understand why it lets me play more than one person. This is very confusing.
Exclamation point, redeem, and then the
Ah,
code
I hit
word,
it.
which if you click
There it
on
goes.
in the loyalty,
Ah,
it'll
okay.
tell you what
there it goes.
that
Oh.
word is. If not, I can actually tell you if you just ask. I'm nice enough to tell you if there's a specific one you want. And it'll play. It'll stop and it'll play
I
the
hit
song and give you the... It doesn't accept 1,000?
Yeah, it was like, no.
It said no. Where does it say no, though? Oh, did it say specifically to you? We all won, though. I didn't win anything.
Jace won 34. I won 57. Yatta.
Oh.
Didn't respond at all. Is there a way that we can reward?
Yeah, hold on.
We're gonna get you what? We're gonna get you the. We're gonna get you.
How
the
much
points.
did you... How much did you win? 7, right?
It shows on the screen. I won 57, I believe. Yeah, 57 right here.
Thank you, Scalpin, for joining in
Yeah.
and dropping us a follow. No, Umbry, we have to. If we slide on this, what else is we gonna slide on? Right? This is a slippery slope.
Seriously.
Yeah, we gotta get you points. We gotta get you points.